I would recommend anyone looking for employment to come here just due to the fact that we offer a warm environment. The difference in departments that the CMHI and CUSO also offer give you a wide variety of job opportunities.
Some of the benefits I appreciate are the IPERS and the paid time off.
Dental, health, vision insurance.
I would recommend that you consider a career here because of the team atmosphere.
Because you can make a difference in people's lives and you can make a difference in the world.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome in to the campus of Iowa Western Community College. It is a beautiful Tuesday afternoon for some baseball along the Aggregation Equipment Group Tournament Trail. Trevor Mader, Brian Bertini with you. We've got a Class 2A District 16 double dip on tap here tonight. It'll start with Treynor taking on Ridgeview. We'll have video of this one as you're seeing at KMAland.com. Then when this game ends, we'll have Underwood Hinton audio on KMAland.com. I mentioned I'm joined by Brian Bertini. We've got Keith Christensen. He is the man behind the magic today, running the video stream side of things. Brian, tournament trail time, always a blast. Treynor, first year under head coach Billy Sanders. They've put together a really good year. They finished the year pretty strong. Now they get a pretty unfamiliar opponent in Ridgeview in a district semifinal.
Yeah, real unfamiliar. In fact, I don't think they've ever met.
No.
This is the first meeting ever between these schools. And both teams come in trending pretty well. Last 5 games, both teams 4-1, Trev. So as coaches, Coach Murtu and Coach Sanders got to like where their team is kind of moving. And, you know, this is a one-game scenario. So if you can outplay, and, of course, one factor that's going to have to play into this, they're on turf field today, aren't they?
Yeah, not probably a situation that these teams are super accustomed to. I think Treynor's maybe played a game or two on turf fields this year, but should be a fun one. Treynor 15-8 on the year under first-year head coach Billy Sanders. Ridgeview 15-9 under head coach Eric Murtu. The winner of this will face Underwood or Hinton in a district final on Saturday night. Now, if Underwood is playing, that game will be right back here. If Hinton were to pull off the upset, actually whoever wins this would be the host. Anthem on the way, so we'll step aside. Lineups come up next. We got Treynor, Ridgeview, Tournament Trail action coming up on the KMA Extreme. Welcome back to Council Bluffs. The KMA video stream online, KMAland.com. Trevor Mader, Brian Bertini, Keith Christensen with you here today. Treynor Ridgeview, Class 2A, District 16 semifinal action, getting things started here today. And let's tell you about the lineups for these teams, beginning with the Ridgeview Raptors. Their lineup looks like this. Blake Murtu leading off. He'll also pitch. And then in the second spot offense with him, Kinnick Jansen, Gavin Voss, Owen Worthud, Aiden Murtu, Noah Struck, Kyle Burke, Ryan Berry, and Connor Jacobson, the rest of the Ridgeview lineup. Brian Bertini on the mound for Treynor today is going to be Ethan Hill. A sophomore has thrown 32 innings, 2.19 ERA, and 39 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .266 against him. As we await for the first pitch, Brian, what are you keeping your eye on here today?
One thing is different is as far as the pitching mound too. It's you're pitching on turf, and you're not. You got to find your landing spot. It's all about mechanics. You got to find that. I think for both pitchers too, Trev, is get ahead of hitters early, throw a lot of strikes, trust your defense, and then, find ways to create some runs when you get a chance to play it. So I think this is a good start here for Treynor. Again, let's see if they can come out and get this quick inning and get this Ridgeview team that's been pretty productive. Like I said, 4-1 their last 5 games. They put up some runs. They opened up their tournament play with a 5-0 win over Maple Valley, Anthony Charter Oak. So, they've got a game under their belt, I guess, in the tournament scenario, Trevor.
That they did. They did have to use their ace, Kenick Jensen, in that game. Meanwhile, for Treynor defense, let's set the lineup for you. Ethan Hill pitching. We talked about that. Then you've got Brody Larson catching. Loic Helvey is at first. Will Parrott is at second. Holden Minahan at third. Your shortstop is Charlie Schrage. Outfield left to right, Brady Phelps, Andrew Keller, and Riley Laver. Thank you, Keith, playing in right field for Treynor today. We're ready to get things off and going. Blake Murtu, the top bat of the Ridgeview lineup, the leadoff hitter. First pitch to the right-handed Murtu is taken on the outside part of the zone for a called strike. Blake Murtu, a sophomore, 485, 598, 691 slug on him, 23 RBI. And that one outside. So early on, we're seeing Ethan Hill wanting to make Murtu work outside. Last thing you want to do against a good hitter is leave one hanging over the middle. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Hill to Murtu, and that one again just outside of the count goes to 2-1.
And again, playing here at Iowa Western Field, this is a lot larger field than some high school. You got 400 to center with a pretty good fence out there, so it's going to take a pretty good poke. The gaps in the alleys are big as well.
The 2-1 ground ball finds a gap in the 5-6 spot, and a left field base knock for Blake Murtu starts things going for Ridgeview, and now Kenick Jensen will come up to the plate.
Again, the turf right there, that ball's live off the turf, and that ball maybe on a dirt infield grass, the third baseman gets to that, Trev. That one was hit hard right through the gap, and a good start for the Raptors here, top of the first.
So Jensen hitting .270 on the year, 455 on-base percentage, right-handed hitter of the baseball, will await the first pitch from Ethan Hill. Hill, a right-handed tosser. That swung on and missed.
Interesting to see, too, what philosophy do you have? Do you play early? Do you try to score some runs, move runners, get ahead early if you're the Raptors, Coach Murtu, or do you kind of wait for the big hits and see if you can drive one in the outfield?
So the 0-1 from Hill to Jensen. Hill will throw over to Minahan. The throw is, or check that, that's not Minahan. That would be Helvey at first. And Helvey kept it in front of him as he knocked it down, and back safely is Murtu. So the 0-1 pitch to Jensen. Hill takes a long stare over at Murtu at first. Now will come set. The 0-1, that was kind of in, and it's fouled away.
Another thing, too, a lot of foul ground here behind home plate, isn't there, Travis? I mean, there's a lot of space, pop-ups, behind the plate, pass balls. Really be an adventure, so catchers can run a ways to go get a ball.
Here's the 0-2. Hill takes a look over again at Murtu. The 0-2 pitch, that's popped up, foul and out of play. This is the first of 7 total games you can check out on the KMA airwaves tonight. Also going on right now, Derek Martin's got Shenandoah, Missouri Valley on the other side of this sub-state. We'll have Underwood Hinton here later. Derek will have Clarinda West Central Valley later. All kinds of fun along the Agrivision Equipment Group tournament trail. Here's the 0-2 from Hill to Jensen after a stare to first, and that one is lunged out by Jensen. He'll foul it out of play along the right field line.
And again, these teams have no prior history, so you're not sure, what you don't know, like the arm of the catcher. You don't know the move to the first base. So really a lot of this is just kind of getting a feel. And, of course, Jensen right here getting fouling off a few pitches, getting a little better look at some of the velocity and some of the pitches that Hill's been able to throw.
So the 0-2 from Hill to Kenick Jensen. That one was in. It's popped up foul and out of play along the first baseline. So that's like the third pitch in a row that Jensen's been able to spoil.
Again, every time you see another pitch, Trev, it gets you a chance to pick up spin. If you threw a breaking ball or a fastball, it moves a little bit and the timing up. And, of course, in baseball, that's pitch count, which every pitch matters, especially when you get to that third, fourth inning.
So the 0-2 coming from Hill to Jensen, who's done a good job fighting so far. Hill takes a quick peek over to Murtu at first. Now the 0-2 pitch. Pushed up into shallow left, tracking it, and able to get to it in time is Brady Phelps, and there's one away.
Good pitch by Hill, went in the hands a little bit, tied up Jensen, who kind of fouled some off. It looked like he tried to go to right field, and Treynor gets that all-important first out here in the top of the first.
So Gavin Voss comes up to the dish for Ridgeview at 387, 578, 516 slash on him. 23 RBI. That's tied for most on the Raptors with Murtu. First pitch coming from Hill to Voss. And got him to swing at one for a strike, and it's an 0-1 count. By the way, Raptors, I think a pretty awesome mascot for a high school baseball team.
Yeah. Like the colors, too. Kind of a red-orange and a little bit of a black.
0-1, and that's pushed into center and into the glove of Andrew Keller at center, and there's 2 gone.
Well hit ball, but right to the center field, as you mentioned. So the last 2 batters, Hill's been able to get out. Now he's trying to see if he can complete this inning without allowing a run here.
Owen Worthan, who is hit 404, 491, 532, 18 RBI this year, comes up to the plate. Getting 2 gone, runner on first for Ridgeview. Hill waiting for the first pitch to Worthan, and that is stopped at short. What a play. Stopped it short by Schrage, and then he scoops it to Parrott in time for the out. Charlie Schrage with the vacuum at short makes a play that is not easy to make, and that's how the inning ends. So Ridgeview strands 1 on, and we go to the bottom of the first, no score. Welcome back to Council Bluffs, our KMA video stream online, KMAland.com. Trevor Mader, Brian Bertini with you. Keith Christensen being a wizard on the camera here today. The lineup for Treynor to start the first inning: Charlie Schrage, Holden Monahan, Brody Larson. Anybody gets on, it'll be Ethan Hill. And the rest of the order: Loic Helvey, Andrew Keller, Will Parrott, Brady Phelps, and Riley Laver. Meanwhile, for Ridgeview, on the bump today will be Blake Mertu. Mertu, a sophomore, has thrown 19 innings this year with a 7.74 ERA, 26 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .219 against him. The rest of the Ridgeview defense: Ryan Berry is catching, Owen Worthan is at first, Noah Struck is at second, Connor Jacobson at third, then Kinnick Jensen at short, Gavin Voss in left, Austin Wood is in center, and Aiden Mertu is in right. First pitch to the left-handed hitter, Charlie Schrage, is taken for ball 1.
Speaking of Schrage, what a great play to end that top of the first. Ball up the middle, scooped it, and got the out at second.
There's the 1-0. That one, I thought maybe kissed the outside corner, but Mr. Umpire says no.
And Mertu going out of the stretch here with nobody on, so that must be his comfort area as far as pitching style.
2-0, and that one misses up and out, and the count goes to 3-0. So Charlie Schrage, 397, 593, 466 flash on him. Has been really patient this year, drawing 23 walks. And the 3-0 pitch just on the outside part of the zone for a called strike. And the count goes to 3-1.
One thing about the turf field, the lines in the batter's box won't be erased, will they?
No. Here's the 3-1. That was kind of in. Schrage swung on it. It's popped up into shallow left. Didn't even get out of the outfield. And Jensen gets to it at short. And there's one gone. Good job by Mertu to work out of the 3-0 count.
Yeah, I was just thinking, Trav. He jammed Schrage, couldn't get his hands through that one, and 3-0 and come back with 2 nice pitches, strikes, gets that all-important first out, and now working on the second hitter.
Holden Monahan, who's got a 398, 488, 538 slash this year, 15 RBI. Of his 22 hits, by the way, 11 have been extra bases. He takes a big swing at that first pitch for a strike. So Monahan, when he makes contact, just as apt to turn into a double or a triple as he is to settle for a single. And he couldn't get that one as it swung on a miss to bring it to 0-2.
Yeah, nice breaking ball right there.
So Mertu working out of the stretch. Right-handed pitcher will fire the 0-2. That one missed up and out, and the count goes to 1-2. Brian alluded to, Ridgeview, the number 3 seed in this district, got to this game with a 5-0 win over Maple Valley and Tenoto Charter Oak Ute. That one missed outside, and that's just fun to say, and the count goes to 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, with 1 gone and nobody on for Treynor in the bottom of the first. That one missed outside. And Murtu, the first batter, got down to the count 3-0, worked it out, and now after being ahead in the count 0-2, has thrown 3 straight balls. And here's a full count pitch coming to Holden Minahan. The 3-2 pitch is pushed into left. That is back. It is over the left fielder's head, and Voss did a good job tracking it down. And as he falls to the ground, he makes the catch. What a play by Gavin Voss in left. Man, that looked off the bat. That looked like it was going to sail over Voss's head. He tracked it down well and made a really nice catch in left to put 2 away.
Yeah, that was a great catch. When he took off, as you mentioned, backpedaling, and then he stumbled like he thought this was going to bounce, maybe an inside the park, but found the ball at the last minute and pulled it in, and it's like that. 2 out, nobody on.
Here's Brody Larson up to the plate now for Treynor. He has been a breakout star for the Cardinals this year. Takes the first pitch for a ball, then takes the second one for a strike. Larson, this season, 426, 521, 508 slash, 18 RBI. That leads the Treynor offense. Ties Hill for most on the team. He'll pop one into right, but it'll drop for a base hit. And Brody Larson will boost the batting average by a tick with a 2-out single. And now Ethan Hill hoping to help his own cause here in the first inning. As we'll see a courtesy runner for Larson, and it'll be Luke Christensen, a sophomore. So runner on first by name of Luke Christensen with 2 gone and 1 on here in the bottom of the first, no score. Ethan Hill, who is the co-RBI leader for Treynor coming into today at the plate. Hill hitting 243, 369, 343 on the year. We'll wait the first pitch from Murtu. And the pitch, got him to chase one a little outside for a swinging strike, and the count goes to 0-1.
He started him on that with a breaking ball, just kind of like a slider, just moved out of the zone.
So here's the 0-1 from Murtu. Taken by Hill, and it's low for a ball. The count goes to 1-1.
Umpire's got a little bit of a delayed signal, so you're not sure when that pitch is, if he's going to call it a strike or a ball. That was a ball.
1-1 with a runner on. The pitch missed up and out, and the count goes to 2-1. Murtu hasn't been afraid to be kind of all over the place so far with his placement. Here's the 2-1. That was in, and inside corner, says Mr. Umpire, for a called strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 gone and a runner on. Christensen a little bit of a lead at first. 2-2 pitch is pushed into right, and able to track it down and make the catch is Murtu, and that is how the inning ends. So Treynor can't do anything with a 2-out single. We have played 1, 0-0 here on the KMA Extreme.
I would recommend anyone looking for employment to come here just due to the fact that we offer a warm environment. The difference in departments that the CMHI and CUSO also offer give you a wide variety of job opportunities.
Some of the benefits I appreciate are the IPERS and the paid time off.
Dental, health, vision insurance.
I would recommend that you consider a career here because of the team atmosphere.
Because you can make a difference in people's lives, and you can make a difference in the world.
Welcome to your exclusive presentation of Treynor Cardinal Athletics on Fuller Digital Solutions. Now we begin our live coverage and hope you enjoy the broadcast.
Welcome back to Council Bluffs. Here on the KMA video stream, Aiden Murtu, Noah Struck, Kyle Burke, 2 up for Ridgeview in this inning. Top of the second, no score. And the first pitch to Murtu is grounded foul along the third baseline and out of play. So Aiden Murtu, who just made the nice catch in the outfield to end the last inning, playing in right field today. Now at the plate, facing an 0-1 count. And that is pushed into shallow outfield. Coming up to get it from center is Andrew Keller, and there's one away.
Hill did a good job right there, working inside, not letting the hitter get his hands out across the plate. But Ridgeview guys taking some pretty aggressive swings so far in the first few at-bats, Trev.
Noah Struck up to the plate, 308, 513, 404. The slash on him, 8 RBI. Right-handed hitter for Ridgeview. And the first pitch is a ball to bring it to a 1-0 count. Mentioned we've also got Shenandoah, Missouri Valley on KMA FM right now. Clarinda, West Central Valley later on KMA FM. And tonight, Tri-Center East Mills on KMA 960 with Ryan Matheny as that pitch is a strike to bring it to a 1-1 count. Ethan Hewitt's in Council Bluffs for Lennox St. Albert, or in Lennox rather, for Lennox St. Albert with the KMA Extreme. Tate and Amy's got Bedford, Martinsdale, St. Mary's on the KMA Extreme as well. Wild Knights here. Here's the 1-1. That's inside on Struck, and the count goes to 2-1. Gotta love Tournament Trail Baseball. So here's the 2-1 coming from Hill to Struck. Nobody on it, one away here in the top of the second. 2-1 pitch. Did it just kiss the inside corner? No, it did not, says Mr. Umpire.
You got to wait a little bit because he's pretty deliberate on his call, so you're not quite sure.
3-1 the count now from Hill. And the 3-1 pitch swung on a miss. Again, kind of inside. That one broke a little bit more in towards the plate. Got Struck to swing, and the count goes to 3-2. Payoff pitch from Hill to Struck is deep, is hit just into the deep infield, shallow outfield, and will drop for a base hit.
A good piece of hitting. It was an inside pitch. He fought it off, got his hands far enough ahead of it, and pushed it over the second baseman's head. Right in that little area between the right fielder and second. Found that hole, and the Raptors get their second hit of the night.
Now here's Kyle Burke up to the plate, designated hitter for Ridgeview. A junior, the 322, 475, 441 slash, 17 RBI. A lefty, first lefty in the lineup for Ridgeview. Here's a high-hopping ground ball to short. Schrage throw across to Helvey in time for the 6-3 putout. There's 2 gone.
Yeah, there's the turf influence right there. You saw that ball bounce high right there. Schrage looked at second, thought he might have a play, but opted. Runner was there, so he went to the out at first, got the second out. Now, Ridgeview, though, with the first runner in scoring position here, Trev, top of the second.
Yes, you've got Struck at second. Ryan Berry comes up to the plate as Brody Larson, the catcher for Treynor, will come out of a quick word with Hill. Berry, a right-handed hitter, has hit .294 on the year with 9 RBI. Again, runner at second. 2 away here in the top of the second. Here's the first pitch to Berry. That is put in the zone for a strike, and the count goes to 0-1. So the 0-1 coming from Hill to Berry. Here momentarily, Berry catching today as well for Ridgeview. Here's the 0-1. That is a ground ball. Schrage gloves it at short. Throw across in time to Helvey, and that'll stop the threat. So Ridgeview strands a runner at second. We go to the bottom of the second. No score here on the KMA video stream.
Vorthman Legacy Land and Cattle sells high-quality, locally raised beef directly to consumers. All their beef is locally sourced, developed on grass, and finished on grain for maximum marbling. Selling beef quarters, halves, and wholes all year round. All beef is processed locally and can be cut up according to individual preferences. At only $3.25 per pound based on hanging weight, plus the cost of processing, it's an economical way to fill your freezer with high-quality farm fresh beef. Find Vorthman Legacy Land and Cattle on Facebook with the latest news and reviews.
Right now, so they're making good contact.
Together, Wall of Fame and Creative Embroidery are your top choice for all of your promotion needs. Whether you need screen printing or embroidery, trophies or signage, Wall of Fame and Creative Embroidery is your locally owned in-house answer. We pride ourselves on giving your business the highest quality promotional items with the personal attention you've come to expect. We promise you the best quality for the best price. Wall of Fame and Creative Embroidery, your local answer. 1501 Zenith Drive, Sioux City.
Welcome back to Council Bluffs here on the KMA video stream online, KMAland.com. Trevor Mader, Brian Bertini, Keith Christensen with you here tonight. Loa Kelvey, Andrew Kelly, Will Parrott due up for Treynor in this inning. No scores. We go to the bottom of the second so far through an inning and a half. Pretty well played game up to this point. Here's Loa Kelvey, right-handed hitter. Takes the first pitch up and out for a ball, and the count goes to 1-0.
Worth noting right there at the bottom, Schrage made a really nice play. The runner was in the way, could have caromed off his glove and allowed the run, but he made the out. Kept that clean frame.
Fouls that one away. He's made a couple of nice plays already defensively tonight.
Both to end the innings.
Yep. Looks like a young Keith Christensen out there. Just being a human vacuum. Here's the 1-1 on the way to Helvey. Fouls that one out of play. And the count goes to 1-2.
After that first 3-0 pitch count that Murtu racked up, he's been pretty spot on right around the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Helvey. That one is just in. And they're going to say that's a ball. And the count goes to 2-2.
Helvey thought it might have been a strike. I think he was walking back to the dugout.
2-2. Helvey lunges at one, trying to find a gap in right, but it's dropped at second base by Struck. It looked like it was going to hang in the air long enough for Struck to get to it in shallow right, but it pops out of the glove. And Loa Kelvey gets on.
Struck made a run at it, had it in his glove, and it just kind of trickled off the end, so I think we're going to give him a hit on that. What do you think or not?
What does the official score, Keith Christensen, say? Hit? Keith Christensen, who's...
Yeah, it was a tough play. It was not a gimme, and he was trailing away, and Treynor now in business with the leadoff guy on.
Here's Andrew Keller up to the plate. He was showing bunt, and it goes to no one count. Keith is, I'm going to call the official scorer for Treynor, so if he says it's a hit, it's a hit. Here's the 0-1 coming out of Keller, right-handed hitter. Runner on first, and that one was just nicked by Keller, and the count goes to 0-2.
Neither coach has really been apt to send their runners. I thought we might see somebody try to move a little bit, test the catcher's arm.
So the 0-2 on the way, and that's inside corner, called strike 3. Keller goes down on strikes.
Nice breaking ball. Just kind of froze Keller right there. He couldn't pull the trigger and gets that all-important first out.
Murtu puts one away, and now Will Parrott comes up to the plate. 1 gone, 1 on for Treynor here in the bottom of the second. No score so far. That pitch is low for a ball is what I think the umpire said, and the count goes to 1-0.
Helvey made a kind of an aggressive move right there. I thought the catcher might throw behind him, but he got back in time.
So here's the 1-0 on the way, and that one misses well outside. And the count will go to 2-0. So Will Parrott, who's playing at second, batting in the 7 spot for Treynor today, up to the plate. 2-0 fouled away, and it goes to 2-1. 400 to dead center, by the way, here at Iowa Western. 325 down the lines.
A lot of room in the gaps, too.
Yes.
Big field. I mean, there's just a lot of room out there. So a ball hit and rolling, it's going to get to the fence.
2-1 goes outside again, kept in front of Barry.
Especially with the turf, so it'll roll all the way. You know, you'll see some guys, if you got good wheels, you can get around the bases in a hurry and get it inside the park.
3 balls, 1 strike with 1 away, and that one is in to draw ball 4. And a 5-pitch walk puts Will Parrott at first. It'll push Loic Helvey to second and puts Brady Phelps up to the plate for the first time today.
With 1 out, the bunt could still be on if you want to move your runners up and give your 9-hitter a chance maybe to drive some runs in, but we'll see if they swing away.
First pitch to Phelps. He is swinging. It doesn't feel like a very high percentage bunt situation here. I'd say with no outs.
Oh, yeah, no outs.
Probably.
I mean, I don't know. This might be one of those games where runs might be tough to come by. So if you can put runners in scoring position and take away the double play.
0-1, I think, just got the upper part of the zone for a called strike, and it's 0-2.
You have to wait for it, don't you?
Yeah. Here's the 0-2. That is pushed into center, and that hung in the air. What a catch! Made in center. Coming up with that one in center was Austin Wood. I have no idea how he got to it. Just kind of hung in the air. He sacrificed himself to make the snag. And that makes an F8 to put Phelps away. Parrott was already almost all the way back to second. He gets back in time to avoid the double play.
That was he had full extension, and I thought maybe when he made contact with the turf, Trev, it was going to fall out, but it didn't. He was able to get up, and actually they had a chance at a double play, but the ball kind of carried away from the second baseman. But regardless, he saves at least one run right there.
I'm saying that's one, too. If that rolls on the turf, that's easily scoring Parrott. Or easily scoring Helvey and possibly Parrott. So now runners on first and second with 2 gone. Parrott at first, Helvey at second after that heck of a catch made by Austin Wood.
And that's huge now because the ball hit the left side, third baseman. You can, force it in any bag. You can avoid the throw across the field.
And Riley Laver takes that one for strike 2, and the count goes to 0. And takes the ball 1, and the count goes to 1-1.
Some pretty impressive defensive plays by both teams here so far in this game.
1-1, that one misses in, and the count goes to 2-1. So far in this inning, Loic Helvey singled. Andrew Keller struck out looking. Will Parrott able to get on with a walk, and then the fly out by Brady Phelps moments ago, and now Riley Laver with a 2-2 count in his favor. Still no runs on the board on either side. Here's the 2-2. That is popped up. I don't think it's going to leave the infield. It will not. A couple of Raptors were near it, and it's finally gloved it short by Kinnick Jensen, and that's how the inning ends. So Treynor strands 2. We've played 2. No score on the KMA video stream.
It's tough being a dad. Kids grow up fast. You know when I first started noticing it? When I stopped getting hugs. Hugs mean a lot to a dad. So, with Command IQ, I found a way to get the hugs back. Watch.
Dad, the Wi-Fi is down.
Oh, let me see if I can fix it.
It's back. Thanks, Dad. You're the best.
All the speed to fit your needs with WindSpeed Fiber Internet. Enjoy blazing fast, reliable internet. You'll receive the speed you're paying for and never have to worry about data caps or buffering. Right now, save $10 off a month. 100 megabits per second for just $59.99. 500 megabits per second for $89.99. And 1 gigabit per second for only $139.99 per month. Complete with the best customer experience and local technicians to keep you up and running. WindSpeed Fiber from Western Iowa Networks. Click to sign up today.
Welcome back to Council Bluffs here on the KMA video stream online, KMAland.com. The 9-1-2 hitters due up for Ridgeview in this inning: Connor Jacobson, Blake Mertu, and Kinnick Jensen. Anybody gets on, Gavin Voss will come up to the plate as well. No score through 2, been a pretty well-played first 2 innings of this 2A district semifinal. Ethan Hill on the mound for his 3rd inning work for the Cardinals. His first pitch swung on and missed by Connor Jacobson.
And that time he started with the breaking ball on the first pitch, kept him off bounds. For other batters, he's gone with that first pitch fastball.
So the 0-1, and that is a ground ball to third. Played at third by Minahan. The throw to Helvey in time, and there's one gone.
Nice job by Minahan to make a nice, accurate throw. Plenty of time right there. Got a clean hop, and more importantly for the Cardinals, get that first out, start the inning.
So now top of the order coming up with Blake Mertu at the plate for Ridgeview. He led things off with a single for Ridgeview today. There's the first pitch to Mertu. That was fouled off of his ankle in the plate, and the count will go to 0-1. So the 0-1 to Murtu, pitcher v. pitcher in this at-bat. One got here at the top of the third. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Murtu. Just missed outside. And the count goes to 1-1 strike. So Ridgeview going through the order for a second time now today. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And that is swung on and missed to bring it to a 1-2 strike count.
I think Hill would love to get Murtu out right here and keep him off the bases.
Definitely with Kinnick Jensen coming up to the plate, who's been really good at different times this year for Ridgeview. Here's the 1-2. That is popped up, and it looks like it is well out of play, and it is out of play, and the count will remain at 1-2. You mentioned earlier, Brian, these are two teams that have never played each other in baseball. I do know there's been a couple times their paths have crossed in football and probably some other sports. I think maybe girls basketball a handful of years ago, but original matchup, at least in the bound era of baseball. Here's the 1-2 from Hill to Murtu. And Murtu goes down on strikes. He chased one a little outside, and Hill's got his first strikeout of the day.
Yeah, nice breaking ball. Just kind of froze. Just had a good late break right there. Murtu couldn't get a piece of it. So 2 outs here as Hill tries to work for the first clean inning of the game.
So now here's Kinnick Jensen, who flew out to left back in the first inning. First pitch from Hill to Jensen is outside corner for a strike, says Mr. Umpire. And the count goes to 0-1.
He's done a lot better job of throwing off-speed pitches. They got some pretty good swings in him in that first couple of bats.
So the 0-1 ground ball to second, kind of a slow-rolling ground ball to second. Parrott makes an easy throw over, though, to Helvey to end the inning. And a clean frame for the Treynor defense. We go to the bottom of the third. No score here on the KMA video stream.
I would recommend anyone looking for employment to come here just due to the fact that we offer a warm environment. The difference in departments that the CMHI and CUSO also offer give you a wide variety of job opportunities.
Some of the benefits I appreciate are the IPERS and the paid time off.
Dental, health, vision insurance.
I would recommend that you consider a career here because of the team atmosphere.
Because you can make a difference in people's lives, and you can make a difference in the world.
Welcome back to Council Bluffs. We're on the KMA video stream online, KMAland.com. Trevor Mader, Brian Bertini, Keith Christensen here with you today. Class 2A District Semifinals. No score. We go to the bottom of the third. Treynor will have the top of their order due up. Charlie Schrage, Holden Minahan, and Brody Larson. Anybody that gets on, Ethan Hill will join the fun. Schrage popped out in the first.
This is an important inning, I think, for both squads. If Treynor can find a way to get a run, too, it just feels like this game runs are going to be hard to come by.
First pitch to Schrage just missed outside for a ball, and the count goes to 1-0. Yeah, really big chance for Treynor here to get things going with the top of their order due up. That one misses outside for a ball. It really feels like, you know, a game where every run is going to matter. I know we've only seen 2.5 innings up to this point, but here's the 2-0, and that was in on Schrage.
He started 3-0, I think, the first time he started the game up, and he came back and got him to pop up. So let's see if this time Schrage can get on via the walk.
So a 3-0 count, and that one just kissed the outside part of the zone.
Not by much.
I've always been a believer that I think maybe sometimes the count has to do with those 50-50s. That one was not a 50-50. That was way outside, and it's a 5-pitch walk to put Charlie Schrage on with a leadoff walk.
Now you might see some motion things going here. Coach Sanders got a couple options. Do you test the arm of the catcher? Do you fake bunt, maybe get him moving? Do you do a little bunt and run? And I think right now, the lineup where you're at right now, the top of the lineup, I think you got to try to find a way to manufacture a run here, Trev.
Holding Minahan up to the plate. He flew out to left back in the first, and Schrage had a long distance from the bag, but he gets back in time on the throw from Barry to Worthad.
You're not on dirt where you can slide a little bit. You're on turf where you might stick, so you've got to kind of adjust your distance of getting back.
So the 1-0 from Murtu to Minahan. That one missed outside. You remember correctly, it was Minahan that had the hard hit ball to left that was tracked down by Gavin Voss. So he's put some, he showed he's got some ability to make contact against Murtu. Here's the 2-0. He takes that one, and that's a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nobody out. Runner on for Treynor, and that being Charlie Schrage. Here's the 2-1. That becomes a 3-1. Schrage, by the way, 9 stolen bases and 9 tries. Here's a Treynor team that really hasn't stolen at a high clip this year, just about 3.5 attempts per game. Here's the 3-1, and that is in for a strike. Ooh.
Just caught the corner of it. So now 3-2. Now maybe do you send the runner a little bit, see if you can get a little run and hit, get the runner going. Maybe the batter can hit behind the runner.
Payoff pitch on the way from Murtu to Minahan. Runner goes. That is popped up foul and out of play. And as you mentioned, Brian, the hit and run now on for Treynor with the 3-2 count.
And the second baseman's doing the covering over there at the bag at second. There's a big hole between, of course, the runner's being held on by the first baseman, so a big hole in the 3-4 spot. And if you can find a way to punch that through over there, you could go first to third.
Payoff pitch to Minahan. That is popped up, foul and out of play, and he spoils another.
This time, Schrage did not go on that pitch and run. Sanders elected to hold him up.
So another payoff pitch coming up from Murtu to Minahan. He puts that one into shallow left, and actually it'll be more played by the shortstop, Jensen. And there's one gone. Voss came all the way up from left like he was going to get it. Jensen calls him off, makes the catch.
Yeah, it looked a little farther hit than it was, but it ended up right at the edge of that dark-colored infield. And important for the Raptors, they get that first out. And Minahan not able to kind of advance the runner.
Now up to the plate, Brody Larson, who singled back in the first. I mentioned he's been the top stick for the Cardinals this year. It's a pitch for Murtu on the way, and that is in the zone for a strike, and the count goes to 0-1.
Wait for it, right, Trev?
Yeah. So the 0-1 from Murtu to Larson. Larson pushes that one into left. Voss trying to track it down. He can't, and then it got by him. It was backed up well, though, by the center fielder, Wood. Otherwise, that could have allowed Schrage to move to third, but Schrage has to stay at second. And it's a second base knock of the day for Brody Larson.
Yeah, just kind of that tweener right over the shortstop head, right in front of the left fielder. And good base running by Schrage to make sure it was going to land, because if it was caught, he was going to have to hustle back. But Cardinals now first and second, 1 out.
So now 1 away, and Luke Christensen will courtesy run for Larson. Here's Ethan Hill coming up to the plate. Hill flew out to right back in the first to end the first. Runners on first and second, 1 gone. Big opportunity for Treynor. First pitch is a swinging strike 1. So 0-1 now the count. Here's the 0-1 from Murtu to Hill, and that one missed outside, and the count goes to 1-1.
And Murtu's pitch count going up a little bit too, Trevor. Looking at it, I think it's at 57.
This will be 58 if that is correct. And that is put just on the inside quarter for a strike, and the count goes to 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now if Ridgely were to advance, here's the 1-2 on the way. Got him a chase. It was a drop third strike. And now we've got a rundown. Runner gets to second. Now Schrage is in a rundown. They'll throw to third, and they've got him out easily. And that is going to be how the inning ends because, yeah, with runners on first and second, you cannot advance on a drop third strike.
No. So the out was recorded at the plate on the strikeout, and the runners just took off, and the umpires, rightfully so, didn't stop play, let it go. So base running error cost the Cardinals, and that ends the inning.
Man, Treynor goes from runners on first and second with nobody, with one out, to the end of the inning, and Ridgeview gets another nice defensive sequence to keep this game scoreless. We go to the fourth, no score on the KMA video stream.
Welcome to your exclusive presentation of Treynor Cardinal Athletics on Fuller Digital Solutions. Now we begin our live coverage and hope you enjoy the broadcast.
Vorthman Legacy Land and Cattle sells high-quality, locally raised beef directly to consumers. All their beef is locally sourced, developed on grass, and finished on grain for maximum marbling. Selling beef quarters, halves, and wholes all year round. All beef is processed locally and can be cut up according to individual preferences. At only $3.25 per pound based on hanging weight, plus the cost of processing, it's an economical way to fill your freezer with high-quality farm-fresh beef. Find Vorthman Legacy Land and Cattle on Facebook with the latest news and reviews.
Welcome back to Council Bluffs here on the KMA video stream online, KMAland.com. We've played three, and don't be fooled by the 0-0 score. This has been a very interesting game so far through 3 innings, and due up for Ridgeview in the 4th inning, Gavin Voss, Owen Worthand, and Aiden Murtu.
And don't forget, game number 2 coming up too, Trev.
Underwood Hinton, we'll have audio of that later on tonight. And then if Treynor or Underwood, or Treynor and Underwood are playing Saturday night, we'll be there wherever that is on the KMA airwaves in some way, shape, or form. So Ethan Hill coming out for his 4th inning work. Looks like he's thrown 59 pitches through the first 3 innings. Here's pitch number 60. High-hopping ground ball, played at third. Nicely in time by Monahan over to Helvey.
Nice strong arm. He had to wait for the turf hop right there. Got his body set up, made a nice throw. Again, 1 pitch, 1 out. It's big right now as the pitch count goes up, and Coach Sanders would love to keep Hill out, who's thrown real well so far tonight. Keep him out there as long as possible.
So Owen Worthen up to the plate now for Ridgeview. It was a ground out back in the 1st inning to end the inning. And the first pitch is a ball, and the count goes to 1-0. So the 1-0 coming to Worthen. With 1 away, he pushes that one into right. That is dangerous along the foul line. It stays fair, and it's all the way back to the fence. Lauver had to track it down, and Worthen will have a stand-up double.
He hit that real well, and it just stayed inside that line. And once they hit that line, it carried him with that side-out swing and went right to the corner. And
off the bat, that looked like it was going to be danger for Treynor.
Well, and the right fielder had kind of played him straight up, so there's a lot of room to cover out there, and that ball just found that line. So the Raptors now, the runner at second, 1 out.
And Brian, maybe showing the importance of every run here. How about a pinch runner for Ridgeview in the 4th inning? You know, Worthen, he's playing first base, not pitching, not catching, so he doesn't get a courtesy runner.
He's a pretty good-sized guy, and I think just getting somebody maybe a little quicker, and, you know, does Coach Murtu think I'm going to bunt and see if I can get something going? Maybe, you know, draw an errant throw, get a guy going to third, and who knows? We haven't seen a pass ball yet tonight either.
Here's Derek Heilman as the courtesy runner as Aiden Murtu comes up to the plate. And the first pitch is a ball.
Yeah, you feel like a team that can kind of score early is going to have a huge advantage as this game just both teams pitching well, good defense.
Murtu flew out to center back in the 2nd inning. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Hill. That is put to the zone for a strike, and the count goes to 1-1.
Outfielder's kind of a little bit shallower than I thought. The right fielder's in pretty close.
So 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner on second for Ridgeview. 1 gone here at the top of the 4th with 0-0 ball game. The pitch from Hill is away, kept in front of Larson, though, and the count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike.
Larson, the catcher, did a nice job blocking. Again, a lot of room behind home plate here to the backstop.
2 balls, 1 strike. With 1 away, a runner at second. The 2-1 pitch. Swung on a miss, got to chase one a little inside, and the count goes to 2-2.
And to an off-speed pitch right there, kind of just started in and couldn't get his bat on that, Murtu.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 gone, runner on second. Big at-bat from Ethan Hill to Aiden Murtu. The pitch, high-hopping, ground ball, fielded at third by Monahan, throw over to Helvey in time. And there's 2 away. Good job by Helvey to realize that Schrage at short was maybe a little bit shielded by the runner. Monahan gets to it, throws over to Helvey in time, and there's 2 away.
Well, the pinch runner took off, which, surprised, and then Helvey, feeling that, didn't have a play at third. So good aggressive running, and the first base runner to reach third tonight.
And now here's Noah Struck, who had a single in the second. A single here could score a run. He takes the first pitch for a ball, and the count's 1-0.
Yeah, pass ball, error on the infield, lots of options here. Even a swinging third strike, it's dropped.
So here's the 1-0 on the way, and that is swung on a miss, and the count goes to 1-1.
Yeah, Hill would love to get a punch out here via the strikeout and end this threat here. Let the Raptors get on the board.
1 ball, 1 strike. 2 gone, a runner on third for Ridgeview. That one breaks in the zone for a strike, and the count goes to 1-2.
Nice pitch. Breaking ball kind of hung right there, froze the hitter, and Hill now in a good count, up 1-2.
Here's the 1-2 on the way from Hill to Noah Struck. Runner on third. The 1-2 pitch is called strike 3. Big punch out for Ethan Hill, and the threat is averted. Ridgeview strands a runner at third. We've played 3.5 clean ones. No score on the KMA video stream.
Together, Wall of Fame and Creative Embroidery are your top choice for all of your promotion needs. Whether you need screen printing or embroidery, trophies or signage, Wall of Fame and Creative Embroidery is your locally owned in-house answer. We pride ourselves on giving your business the highest quality promotional items with the personal attention you've come to expect. We promise you the best quality for the best price. Wall of Fame and Creative Embroidery, your local answer. 1501 Zenith Drive, Sioux City.
It's tough being a dad. Kids grow up fast. When I first started noticing it? When I stopped getting hugs. Hugs mean a lot to a dad. So, with Command IQ, I found a way to get the hugs back. Watch.
Dad, the Wi-Fi is down.
Oh, let me see if I can fix it.
It's back. Thanks, Dad. You're the best.
Lowick Helvey, Andrew Keller, Will Parrott due up for Treynor here in the bottom of the fourth. No score in this Class 2A district semifinal. Well-played game up to this point. Somebody moving on to a district final on Saturday night against either Underwood or Hinton, but so far it's a draw through 3.5. Both teams had opportunities as well. Treynor had runners on first and second with 1 out in the third. Base running miscue stopped that threat. And then just moments ago, Ridgeview had a runner at third, couldn't get him in. First pitch to Helvey is a ball and brings it to a 1-0 count. Really feels like, Brian, that I don't want to say first run wins because we're talking high school baseball and things can go.
But first run is going to control maybe how things are going to go decision-wise late in this game because both teams have come up with some stellar defensive plays. We've been a few hits. I mean, they've threatened a couple times, but the pitchers, Hill and Murtu, have kind of shut down the threats.
There's 2-0 count now coming from Blake Murtu to Lowick Helvey, and that's taken for a strike. I mean, we saw in the last inning with Ridgeview, Owen Worthen gets a 1-out double, and Ridgeview decides to pinch run for him. Now, that just kind of shows the significance of being able to get a run there, as that is hit into deep center, and that's going to find a gap by Helvey. Helvey going to try to dig for second. The throw in will be cut off, and it's a stand-up double for Lowick Helvey.
Helvey, nice swing, inside-out swing, push that ball right to the gap in right center, trots into second, and now Coach Sanders, being the home team bottom of the fourth, I think you're looking to here advance this runner, get him to third with 1 out. Now he might decide to pinch run maybe as well for Helvey.
So Lowick Helvey gets a double, and they're going to keep him at second. Here's Andrew Keller up to the plate. Runner in scoring position with nobody out for Treynor in the bottom of the fourth of a 0-0 baseball game. The pitch taken for a strike, and it's 0-1. Keller went down looking back in the second inning.
And that's another reason why I would think that a bunt's a good play here. Get him some contact, do a productive at bat, and move your runner to third.
Here's the 0-1. That is up and in.
Because if you get a strikeout or a ball back to the pitcher or something, you can't advance a runner. You don't get a positive at bat, and now the bunt with one out might be out of play.
Here's the 1-1. That one missed outside. Give Barry credit. He tried to frame it back in, but to no avail. The count goes to 2-1.
Pull it about 1.5 feet out back in, but you never know.
That one is in on Keller, and it plunked him. So Keller gets on the HBP, and runners at first and second.
They might have got the umpire, too, on the shoulder.
And runners on first and second with nobody out for Will Parrott, who reached on a walk back in the second, will come up to the plate.
So this is the first legitimate, true offensive threat here. First and second, nobody out. And now Coach Sanders has got some options, and the umpires that glanced off the hitter, and then it kind of glanced right into the shoulder of the umpire. So he's taking his time to kind of get his wits back in it.
So now up to the plate comes Will Parrott, right-handed hitter. Drew a walk earlier on tonight, showing bunt, and it pulls back. Now, the only thing you want to avoid here is if you're showing a bunt, anything that hangs in the air, you want to make sure you put that down.
Yeah, or bunt it too hard back to the pitcher where they can maybe turn two or at least get the lead runner.
1-0 again. He showed bunt, pulled back, and the count goes to 2-0.
Murtu's trying to stay away and throw it high, but he's lost his mechanics right now, and now he finds himself in a hole. He's got to throw a strike.
Here's the 2-0 again. Showed bunt. That one was inside. And the umpire, who, as we've mentioned, had a delayed signal. It might have been actually off the bat of Parrott. It was, and it's 2-1 count. No. He called ball. 3-0 count. 3-0, showing bunt again. Lays it down along the first baseline. Murtu coming off the bag. Throw over in time to Worthen to get Parrott out, but Parrott does his job moving the base runners. Helvey to third, Keller to second.
Nice job on the 3-0. He elected to go ahead and put the bunt on. He probably figured he might get a strike and did his job, moved the runners over, and Treynor now trying to find a way to break that scoreless tie here in the bottom of the fourth.
Runners on second, third, one out. Brady Phelps had a fly out to center. A heck of a play made by Austin Wood to stop that one. It would have probably drove in at least one. Now Phelps in a chance to redeem himself here. He pushes one into, won't even leave the outfield. It was popped up, and it's caught at second by Struck. I think that's exactly what Treynor wanted to avoid.
Yeah, anything in the air that's an unproductive at bat. Ridgefield had pulled the infield in, so if he hits a ground ball and it's not fielded cleanly, it probably gets by. But now it's going to come down to the bat of the number 9 hitter.
And Riley Laver, who popped up to end the second, now comes up to the plate.
And Murtu at 72 pitches right now, too. So Coach Murtu will elect to keep him along. You know, he can go up to 100.
Yep, 110.
110, yeah.
Now, Murtu is a sophomore. I'd have to brush up on the days rest required. As there's a swung-on strike by Laber, who kind of chased it.
I'll have that for you in just a moment.
I know for juniors and seniors, 90 is the magic number for today, but for some reason I'm thinking with sophomores and under, it's 65. Here's the 0-1. Coming up from Murtu to Riley Laver. 2 gone, runners on second and third. That one, breaking ball for a strike. So for 10th through 12th graders, on 3 days rest, it's the same. So 66 to 90 would be golden for Murtu. But you got to win this game first. That one's inside, almost hit Laver. I mean, it doesn't matter what your pitch count is if you don't move on. 2 balls, 1 strike. Runners on second and third for Treynor. With 2 gone here at the bottom of the fourth, 0-0 game. The pitch to Laver is a called strike, and the count goes to 2-2.
Well, Treynor looking for a 2-out hit. Ridgeview Raptors looking for that 2 out, get this third out, and keep this game knotted at 0.
Here's the 2-2 on the way. Lobber goes down on strikes. And a big punch out by Murtu to stop another Treynor threat. I'm going to have to do some math, but I believe that is the 5th Treynor base runners they have stranded tonight. No score through 4 on the KMA video stream.
All the speed to fit your needs with WinSpeed Fiber Internet. Enjoy blazing fast, reliable internet. You'll receive the speed you're paying for and never have to worry about data caps or buffering. Right now, save $10 off a month. 100 megabits per second for just $59.99. 500 megabits per second for $89.99. And 1 gigabit per second for only $139.99 per month. Complete with the best customer experience and local technicians to keep you up and running. WinSpeed Fiber from Western Iowa Networks. Click to sign up today.
Welcome back to Council Bluffs here on KMA Extreme, KMA Video, Stream, KMAland.com. Trevor Mader, Brian Bertini, Keith Christensen with you. If you like low-scoring defensive baseball games, we've got a game for you tonight. 0-0 our score as we go to the 5th. Ridgeview will have their 7-8-9. Kyle Burke, Ryan Berry, Connor Jacobson up to the plate. The kind of name of this game on both sides, Brian, has been missed opportunities. Maybe a little more evident for Treynor. They've stranded 6 runners on the bases today.
We got a special listener out there. Did you check?
Yeah, Jan Harris. Always enjoy when Jan's tuning in.
Coached at Galva Holstein for a while and some connections. Listen in. Thanks, Jan.
I feel like Jan's coached about everywhere. Here's the ground ball. It was fouled off at the plate. And the count goes to 0-1.
As he mentioned, he goes, all this information, these things, he goes, it just means I'm getting old. You're getting wiser, Jan.
Experience. The 0-1 coming to Kyle Burke, who is a ground out for the second out of the second inning. The lone lefty in the lineup for Ridgeview. Takes that one in. That's the first pitch that's actually got away from a catcher today. Now, no harm, no foul, because there's nobody on.
Now you're in the 5th inning. Now as a coach, especially Coach Murtu, you're the visiting team. You got to be thinking about how can we find a way to get a runner in scoring position, scratch one.
There's a slow hit ground ball played it short by Schrage, but a tough throw. Can't get it in time. And Burke runs it out.
Another nice pickup by Schrage, backhand, but it had slowed down and he had to go away to the third base side and didn't get to really get into the throw. Planted and through, but good running. And now the Ridgeview Raptors, Trev, lead off single.
So they've got a runner on first with nobody out. And Ryan Berry, the catcher, who was a 6-3 ground out to end the second, will come up to the plate. Shows bunt, puts it down along third base line. It was played by Monahan. Nicely played, throw over in time to Helvey to get the out. And that just kind of stayed in the air.
It did. I thought Monahan might commit to it, but I think if he realized that Dovin didn't get it, then you get 2 runners on. So minimize the damage, get 1 out. But the hitter did his job, Trev, and puts the runner in scoring position with 1 out.
So Burke at second. Here's Connor Jacobson up to the plate. He was a ground out to start the third. Runner at second for Ridgeview, and that is put in the zone for a strike. Ridgeview stranded a runner in the first. They stranded a runner at second in the second, then went down in order in the third. They had a runner at third in the fourth. Couldn't drive it in. They had a runner at third with 1 out, by the way. Here's the 0-1 coming from Hill to Jacobson. It's a ground ball, finds the gap. They'll send the runner around, and easily in scoring is Burke, and Ridgeview is on the board with an RBI single from Connor Jacobson.
Jacobson got it right by the pitcher, not between the pitcher and the second baseman. Coach Murtu didn't hesitate at third, wheel him around, and the Ridgeview Raptors break the scoring drought here in the top of the 5th.
So Connor Jacobson, the RBI single. They'll go to the top of the order with Blake Murtu up to the plate now. 1-0 Ridgeview on the board.
The top of the lineup, which is a dangerous spot right now for the Cardinals. And Ethan Hill right now needs to find a way to get a punch out.
Hill worked out of a nice jam in the fourth. Obviously, this one would still be from behind, but now you're in damage control if you're Ethan Hill. Here's a ground ball played by Schrage at short. They'll get the lead runner out. They try to turn two, and they do not. It was dropped by Helvey on the relay over to him, but they do get the lead runner out.
Again, nice pickup and throw by Schrage. He made a quick play. Murtu, the hitter right there, got down the line and avoided the inning double play. So the inning continues now with 2 outs.
So Murtu gets onto the fielder's choice, but there's 2 away here in the top of the 5th.
Interesting they're not maybe doing a courtesy runner for the pitcher. They're letting him in. They must trust his legs and his instincts out there in the bases.
Kinnick Jensen up to the plate now. He'll show bunt. Pulled back. Runner goes. The throw on a hop. Did it get him? It did! Brody Larson on a rope to second.
Short hop perfectly into the glove of the second baseman. Just laid it down, and Murtu slid right into it, and that ends the inning.
So Brody Larson with a gun down to end the frame, but Ridgeview's on the board. 1-zip through 4.5 for the KMA video stream.
I would recommend anyone looking for employment to come here just due to the fact that we offer a warm environment. The difference in departments that the CMHI and CUSO also offer give you a wide variety of job opportunities.
Some of the benefits I appreciate are the IPERS and the paid time off.
Dental, health, vision insurance.
I would recommend that you consider a career here because of the team atmosphere.
Because you can make a difference in people's lives, and you can make a difference in the world.
Welcome back to Council Bluffs on the KMA video stream online, KMAland.com. Trevor Mader, Brian Bertini, Keith Christensen with you here today. Class 2A District 16 semifinal action. 1-0 advantage Ridgeview.
Position switch too now. Kinnick Jensen was at short. He goes to catch, Trev, and Blake Murtu from the mound goes to short. So
we got some changes for Ridgeview. Ryan Berry, an 8th grader, will go to the mound. Blake Murtu, who was pitching, will go to short. And then Kinnick Jensen, who, as Brian mentioned, was at short, will now catch. But again, pitching change made for Ridgeview. Ryan Berry, just an 8th grader, comes onto the mound. He has thrown 17 2/3 innings this year, the .79 ERA and 26 strikeouts. Opponents hitting 126 against him. So Brian, using him a little bit in a, I don't know if it would be a save situation.
But it's just interesting that you're going to go to an 8th grader in a elimination game and trust him. But Coach Murtu likes what he sees from this kid. And there's a good first pitch ground ball.
Yeah, Riley Laver grounds one over to Worthen at first, and there's one gone.
So he probably throws a little bit of variety of off-speed stuff, probably keeps some hitters off balance. And he's, like you said, in the 17 innings he's pitched so well, he's been fairly effective.
So now, coming up to the plate will be Holden Minahan for Treynor. The first pitch outside for a ball. So after Schrage grounded out, Minahan comes up. I got a little off of my book there. Bear with me. Minahan takes ball 1.
I think that caught Kinnick Jensen. Bounced a little bit right into him and shook him up. And
counts at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Jensen, a pretty good-sized catcher back there, isn't he? You don't see shortstops end up at the catcher.
He's young as well. Let me pull up the roster. It seems, I know in glancing, he's just a sophomore. And glancing his Ridgeview team, very young squad. No seniors in the starting lineup tonight as that first pitch, or the third pitch they have at becomes a ball and makes it 2-1.
Be a team bear watching here, especially in northwest Iowa.
Here's the 2-1 on the way. Monahan chased one a little outside, and it's swinging strike 2.
Barry doesn't throw real hard. He's not going to beat you with an overpowering fastball, but his ball's got a lot of movement, and he's got a little bit of deceptive release right there, and he's ahead of the count here.
2 balls, 2 strikes. That one misses upstairs, and the count goes to 3-2. Ridgeview got on the board at the top of the 5th with an RBI hit from Connor Jacobson. And that one misses up on Monahan, and he was down at one point in the count. Draws the walk, and with one gone, Treynor's got a base runner on.
Now, Coach Sanders maybe watched Kenny Jensen throw down to second in the warm-up. Let's see if you take advantage of that here and try to get yourself on the board here and get this game tied.
Brody Larson, 2 hits tonight. He's been the top bat for Treynor, but first Barry throws over to Worthen, and just back in time was Monahan.
Well, Monahan was kind of extending his lead when Barry got that and almost caught him going the wrong way.
Monahan, again with a big lead. That pitch misses outside. It's a 1-0 count, so we'll see how aggressive Monahan is. I feel like if we get to 2 strikes, you might see him go. There's the 1-0. And that one misses outside. And the count goes to 2-0. 2-0 the count with 1 gone. The pitch coming from Ryan Berry to Brody Larson. That one is inside for a ball. Counts at 3-0.
He's throwing 6 straight balls. He had him down 1-2 and went 4 in a row to walk Monahan. Now he's 3-0 on the hitter here.
3-0 becomes a 4-pitch walk. And runners at first and second for Treynor after back-to-back walks. And now Ethan Hill, who's 0 for 2 today, comes up to the plate.
I think at the stage of the game here in the bottom of the 5th, Trev, I think you got to be thinking, I know Hill's your 4-hitter. You know, he's got to be selective. You got to make sure he's just walked 2 hitters. He cannot chase this. He's be looking to be, he could get something to that right side. There's a big hole right there as the second baseman is shifted over to cover the bag.
So now here's Ethan Hill. Takes that pitch outside. Good job by Mertu to keep it in front of him, or Jensen to keep it in front of him, because that's one that if that rolls, again, we talked about a long backstop here at Iowa Western.
Yeah, both runners are going to advance up, and then you got all sorts of options as a hitter.
So 1-0. Ground ball, foul on third base side now to play.
What you want right now for Ethan Hill, you don't want a ball hit hard to the third baseman where they can go bag and throw across and get a double play or back to the pitcher. You want something preferably in the gap in the outfield or between first and second here. Move a runner and maybe potentially score one.
Here's the 1-1. That is in the zone for a strike. Treynor has stuck 6 runners on the bases tonight. Every inning they've left at least one on. Here's the 1-2. That missed outside. The count goes to 2-2. The base running blunder ended an earlier inning. And the 2-2 popped up. That's going to drift foul. 3 different Raptors were there, and it ricochets off the Ridgeview dugout.
I thought the first baseman probably had the best look at it. He kind of slowed down when he saw the catcher and landed right on top of that short dugout right there. And I think Ethan Hill was getting a sigh of relief. He did not want to get a foul pop-up, and especially in this juncture of the game, you're down 1-0.
We saw in the 4th, they had runners on first and second, nobody out, and a pop-up kind of doomed that inning with 1 out. Here's the 2-2 to Hill. That is inside and up, and the count goes to 3-2.
Barry tried to spin a curveball high, didn't break, and good job by Hill not to offer it that on the swing.
3 balls, 2 strikes to Ethan Hill. The pitch missed outside, and the bases are full of Treynor runners after 3 straight walks. Barry came in, he got a 1-pitch out, and then since then it has been rocky for the 8th grader. Now the one of the assistant coaches for Ridgeview will come out and converse.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to overthrow. I mean, and he understands the moment, and it's just probably go back. He's probably telling him, look, just trust your mechanics, throw the ball you're trying to overthrow, and I think Jensen kind of towers over him right there, doesn't he? He's looking down at him.
Bases loaded for Treynor with one out here in the bottom of the fifth. Loic Helvey, who has found a way to get on base a couple times tonight with hits.
He had that big 2-run. Yep. He had that double in the right center gap. It'd be another great spot if you're a Cardinal fan to see if that goes in the same place.
So with one gone to the bases loaded, first pitch to Helvey. He takes it inside for a ball.
And if you're Helvey right now with him walking the last 3 batters, you got to be really selective because a walk does play to run.
Mm-hmm. Helvey takes that one. That get the outside quarter. It did, and it's 1-1.
And this is a pitch too. If it's not your pitch to hit, I let it go and make sure you drive a pitch that you can handle.
1-1. That misses up and out, and the count goes to 2-1. This has been a chess match of a baseball game so far. I feel like it's just going to amp up down the final couple innings. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Helvey. That hit him. That hit him on the elbow. Or no, they're going to say it was off the bat or that he leaned into it. The officials are conversing. The run comes home. At least for a moment, but they're going to move all the runners across. They're going to hold the hit by pitch. And a run comes in.
Yeah, I thought maybe it hit the knob of the bat, possibly a foul ball, or he elected that Helvey didn't make any attempt to move out of the way.
Yeah, the umpire made a signal and kind of pointed to Helvey, but then the runner comes in and we're tied at 1. Bases still loaded. Here's Andrew Keller.
So
up to the plate.
Via the walk. 3 walks and a hit by batsman. So the youngster here, Barry, struggled here in this inning.
There's the 1-0 swung on a miss by Keller. I guess to quote Harry Doyle, Barry has walked the bases loaded. Here's the 1-1 on the way. That is in, and that hit Keller. That hit him, and another run comes in.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be the end of it as the coach comes out again.
And the Ridgeview assistant will come out and converse with Barry. There's a very good chance we'll see a pitching change. It's just not Ryan Barry's night of the mound. And Treynor, without managing a hit in this inning, is taking a 2-1 lead as we go to the bottom of the 5th. See if we can make out who the pitching change is. And looks like it'll be number 21 for Ridgeview.
Connor Jacobson.
Connor Jacobson on to pitch. So he warms up. We'll take a break. 2-1 Treynor here in the bottom of the 5th on the KMA video stream.
Welcome to your exclusive presentation of Treynor Cardinal Athletics on Fuller Digital Solutions. Now we begin our live coverage and hope you enjoy the broadcast. Welcome to your exclusive presentation of Treynor Cardinal Athletics on Fuller Digital Solutions. Now we begin our live coverage and hope you enjoy the broadcast.
Vorthman Legacy Land and Cattle sells high-quality, locally raised beef directly to consumers. All their beef is locally sourced, developed on grass, and finished on grain for maximum marbling. Selling beef quarters, halves, and wholes all year round. All beef is processed locally and can be cut up according to individual preferences. At only $3.25 per pound based on hanging weight, plus the cost of processing, it's an economical way to fill your freezer with high-quality farm-fresh beef. Find Vorthman Legacy Land and Cattle on Facebook with the latest news and reviews.
Together, Wall of Fame and Creative Embroidery are your top choice for all of your promotion needs. Whether you need screen printing or embroidery, trophies or signage, Wall of Fame and Creative Embroidery is your locally owned in-house answer. We pride ourselves on giving your business the highest quality promotional items with the personal attention you've come to expect. We promise you the best quality for the best price. Wall of Fame and Creative Embroidery, your local answer. 1501 Zenith Drive, Sioux City.
Welcome back to Council Bluffs here on the KMA video stream online, KMAland.com. New pitcher, third pitcher of the night for Ridgeview, Connor Jacobson, now at the plate, or at the mound, and we'll try to sort out the defensive changes for Ridgeview. Looks like Ryan Barry is going to go back to catching, and I believe they're going to put
Mertu went to third, and Jensen went back to shortstop. So
Mertu now playing where Jacobson was at third, and Jensen, who had been catching, will now go to short, and he started the night at short. Here's a slow hit roller that'll get the runner at home out on the force. Will Parrott just made contact on it. It stayed fair. Jacobson comes off the hill and throws in time to Jensen to get the force out at home, and Ethan Hill is out.
That's a nice play. He come in through 2 strikes, got him swinging, and fouled that off. And that's huge because if that finds a way to get through there, you score a run, the bases are still loaded.
So now Brady Phelps up to the plate as Treynor has gone through the order in this inning. And we'll see a pinch hitter, so actually it will not be Brady Phelps.
Like number 20.
So Angel MG will come to the plate. He was in the lineup early in the year, hitting 188 on the year. So Angel MG, the pinch hitter for Phelps.
That was the first ball put in play, that entire offensive thing for the Treynor.
They had one at the start of the inning.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Ground ball to third.
First pitch to strike. Yeah, Ryan Berry came in, got a 1-pitch out, and then went walk, 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 hit by pitch, hit by pitch. There's a swing and a miss on MG, and the count goes to 2-1.
Jacobson throws a little bit harder than Berry here, I think.
So the 0-1, ground ball foul. The count goes to 0-2. Now, Blake Mertu got the start tonight. He was at 77 pitches. Got to wonder if he had another inning or two in him. I mean, he'd been pitching well. MG, did he go around on the outside part of the zone? He did. And it's strike 3 to end the frame. So Treynor does regain the lead. 2-1 through 5 here on the KMA video stream.
Tough being a dad. Kids grow up fast. You know when I first started noticing it? When I stopped getting hugs. Hugs mean a lot to a dad. So, with Command IQ, I found a way to get the hugs back. Watch.
Dad, the Wi-Fi is down.
Oh, let me see if I can fix it.
It's back. Thanks, Dad. You're the best.
All the speed to fit your needs with WindSpeed Fiber Internet. Enjoy blazing fast, reliable internet. You'll receive the speed you're paying for and never have to worry about data caps or buffering. Right now, save $10 off a month. 100 megabits per second for just $59.99. 500 megabits per second for $89.99. And 1 gigabit per second for only $139.99 per month. Complete with the best customer experience and local technicians to keep you up and running. WindSpeed Fiber from Western Iowa Networks. Click to sign up today.
Welcome back to Council Bluffs on the KMA video stream. Down to crunch time with this Class 2A District 16 semifinal. And due up for Ridgeview in this inning, they're 2-3-4. Kinnick, Jensen, Gavin Voss, Owen Worthen. 2-1 Treynor. The Cardinals didn't have a hit in the fifth, but it didn't matter. They put 2 runners on via 3 walks and 2 hit by pitches. First pitch to Kinnick Jensen, who's 0 for 2 today, is a ball. Here's the 1-0, and that one in the zone for a strike. Ethan Hill now up to 55 pitches is what Keith Christensen tells me. Here comes pitch 56 on the 1-1 count, and that becomes 2-1.
Suddenly the pitchers have kind of struggled to find the strike zone here. I don't know if maybe Hill's sitting for quite a while. It's probably the longest that any team has sat in a half inning.
2-1, and that is peppered in the zone for a strike, and the count goes to 2-2. Winner of this gets either Underwood or Hinton in a district final Saturday night. If Underwood is playing, it'll be here. If Hinton wins, here's the 2-2. That's a ground ball to third. Minahan throw to Helvey in time, and there's one gone. If Hinton wins, and the winner of this would actually host on Saturday. One away after the 5-3 put out. The other side of the Substate 2A District 15, Shenandoah's up 5-1 on Missouri Valley right now. And then Clarinda, they're through 5, by the way. And then Clarinda will face West Central Valley in the nightcap. First pitch to Gavin Voss, swung on a miss. Count goes to 0-1. So the 0-1 from Hill to Voss. Check swing, and he'll look down to the first base umpire. And I don't know. Mr. Umpire says he didn't go. And the count goes to 1-1. Here's the 1-1. That one, I think, just got outside and away from the catcher, Larson. Count goes to 2 balls, 1 strike. So the 2-1 coming from Hill to Voss. That was in. And the count goes to 3-1.
Your Ridgeview right here, you don't want to try to scramble a run in the last at-bat. You'd like to get one here, tie this game up, and make it a one-inning game possibly.
3-1. That is put in the zone for a called strike, and the count goes full at 3-2.
Of course, Hill does not want to put a runner on via the walk. We saw what happened with Ridgeview last inning.
Here's the 3-2. It is a ball and a 1-out walk to Gavin Voss. Yeah, that's Hill's first walk of the night.
Let's see if Coach Murtu decides to chest the arm. Blake Murtu got thrown out the previous inning trying to steal, but you got a good hitter, Worthen, up at the plate here. Let's see if he can hit one the gap.
Owen Worthen up to the plate. He had a stand-up double back in the 4th. First pitch outside for a ball. The count goes to 1-0.
This is a dangerous pitch right here because you don't want to go 2-0 on a hitter. So if you're a batter right now, I know he's probably going to have to deliver a strike, and I'm Worthen. If it's a pitch in my wheelhouse, I'm going to take a good rap at it.
Here's the 1-0 on the way from Hill to Worthen, and that one missed outside of the count goes to 2-0. High drama here in Council Bluffs. Ridgeview got on the board first to the top of the 5th with an RBI single from Connor Jacobson. Then the wheels fell off for a moment. 5 runners got on without a hit for Treynor. They put 2 on the board to take the lead.
Worthing last time, didn't he hit one down the line?
He
the right
did,
field, the double down the line. So he's got some power. Big kid like this. And outfield still playing pretty much straight away.
So here's the 2-0 coming from Hill to Worthen. 2-0 pitch, popped up foul and out of play. 7 total hits between the two teams tonight.
Pitchers have been doing a really good job. We've seen some stellar defensive plays to kind of end innings by both squads. So you get a good high school baseball game.
Here's the 2-1, and that one, did it break in? It did not, I don't think, because I haven't seen the strike called. It did not. 3-1 to count. Look like that breaking ball was going to kiss the upper part of the zone, but to no avail. 3 balls, 1 strike from Hill to Owen Worthen. Runner on first, 1 away for Ridgeview. The 3-1 pitch pushes it foul and out of play.
Oh, he's working him inside, trying to jam him, not letting the big guy get the arms out where he can really probably put one in the gap. So, but you got to throw a strike here over the plate. Now maybe the runner goes Trev with 3-2.
Payoff pitch coming from Ethan Hill to Owen Worthen. The pitch. Ground ball finds a gap in the 5-6 spot. It'll roll into left for a base knock.
Now here's a dilemma too now for Coach Murtu. He already pinch ran for Worthen, so he's going to have to leave him out there this time.
So Worthen will be at first. Voss at second. We're going to have a great point, Brian. If you pinch run him here, then he's out.
But he did his job by getting a hit and advancing the runner. So now you got a couple opportunities to score, but forced it in the bag now with 1 out.
Aiden Murtu up to the plate, 0 for 2 on the day. 1 gone here in the top of the 6th. Hill takes a look back at the runner at second. That pitch pushed into shallow center, and it is a sliding ball that drops. 3 Cardinals were there. None of them got to it. They'll try to get the throw at third. They can't. It rolls to the backstop, but it was backed up well by Hill. But nonetheless, the bases loaded for Ridgeview. That was kind of the Bermuda Triangle per se.
Just thinking the same thing. It was right in the middle. Neither any of the fielders kind of committed to it all the way. I think if one did, they probably get it. But good heads-up base running is also because the runner advanced. A good throw. It was a close play because it was a force out. But that might be the end of Ethan Hill's night, too.
So the Treynor defense will meet, and we'll see what that brings. But yeah, you had Minahan, Schrage, Phelps all there. None of them could get to it. And then able to get to third was Voss, and the throw in to third was actually wide. Good job by Ethan Hill to back that up, because if he's not there,
yeah, that's going to play to run, and another runner would move up, too. Now, even though its base is loaded, the squeeze is still kind of in play. If you can kind of do a push squeeze and push it past the pitcher, Trev, and if you're Coach Mertu and the Raptors, you just want to find a way to tie this game. I mean, yes, you'd like to get a couple extra if possible, but first order of business is make sure you tie this when you got guys on here in the top of the sixth.
So bases loaded, and Treynor's going to stay with Ethan Hill for the time being. Runners on all the bases. Gavin Voss at third, Owen Worthen at second, Aiden Mertu at first.
Barry the catcher, he'd love to redeem himself here at the plate, wouldn't he?
Here's the first pitch as Hill takes his time on the mound, trying to work out of this jam. That's Noah Struck at the plate, who fouls that one off. Struck, by the way, a single and a strikeout today. So runners on all the bases. Ridgeview at least try to tie this game. Here's the 0-1 coming to Struck. And that misses outside, and the count goes to 1-1.
Treynor would love a ground ball, maybe up the middle or to the corner here and see if we can get a double play. But worst case, you got to get that force out at the plate, Trev.
The 1-1 pitch coming from Hill. That one was up and in, and the count goes to 2-1.
Hill, of course, does not want to watch what happened to Barry, who ended up walking in some runs. So he's got to avoid getting this to a 3-1 count.
Here's the 2-1 from Hill. Coming to Struck. The 2-1 pitch. That's pushed into right. That is back. It's over the right fielder's head. It'll easily score one. They will send Worthen in. Will they send a third in? No, they'll put the brakes on, but it's a 2 RBI hit for Noah Struck, who turns into a double, and Ridgeview regains the lead here in the sixth.
Oh, he had a perfect pitch outside middle and pushed it out to right, got over the right fielder's head, carried him to the fence, and just like that, the Raptors respond with runs of their own there and now regain the lead, as you mentioned, Trev, and still runners out there with just one out.
Voss and Worthen score. Aiden Mertu at third. Noah Struck at second. Still just one gone. And Kyle Burke up to the plate. Burke just pulled one foul along the left field line. So Treynor defensively in this inning, they get a ground out to start the inning. Then you go walk, single, error, double. And just like that, Ridgeview has regained the lead. This game has turned, first 4.5 innings, very clean. Just kind of waited for the floodgates to open.
It could be, it's really hot out there now in that field. Fatigue could be a little bit part of it as well. Of course, batters have now had a chance to see the pitchers a few times.
Here's the 0-1 coming from Ethan Hill to Kyle Burke. Runners on second, third for Ridgeview with one out. And that one just missed. And the count goes to 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ridgeview back in front. Here's the 1-1 coming from Hill. Ground ball at short. Schrage will throw over in time, but another run comes home. Schrage, I think, wanted to freeze the runner, but couldn't. Mertu scores. And there's 2 gone. But now a 2-run Ridgeview lead.
And Burke did his job hitting it on the ground, deep enough that it could allow the runner from third to get in. So now Mr. Ryan Berry's up to see if he can do a little redemption of himself here.
So Berry at the plate. High hit ground ball. Schrage plays it well. Throw to first in time to end the inning, but not before Ridgeview puts 3 on, and they take a 4-2 lead in the bottom of the 6th. High drama here in Council Bluffs tonight of the KMA video stream.
I would recommend anyone looking for employment to come here just due to the fact that we offer a warm environment. The difference in departments that the CMHI and CUSO also offer give you a wide variety of job opportunities.
Some of the benefits I appreciate are the IPERS and the paid time off.
Dental, health, vision insurance.
I would recommend that you consider a career here because of the team atmosphere.
Because you can make a difference in people's lives, and you can make a difference in the world.
To the bottom of the sixth we go in Council Bluffs, 4-2 advantage Ridgeview in this Class 2A District 16 semifinal. Ridgeview just put 3 on the board in their top half of the sixth. This was 0-0 going to the fifth. They got an RBI single from Connor Jacobson to take a lead. Then Treynor took the lead in the bottom of the fifth without having a hit. Ridgeview, though, answered with a 3-run six of their own. And now here's Riley Laver up to the plate. 9-1-2 up for Treynor, needing 2 runs here in the bottom of the sixth. First pitch to Laver, taken for a strike.
And Connor Jacobson on the mound, he kind of ended that previous inning, third pitcher of the night for the Raptors, and he's not wasting any time. He gets the ball out of the stretch and gets ready to go.
Here's the 0-1. Laver, ground ball to short, stopped by Jensen, throw over to Worthen in time, and there's one away.
Right now, Ridgeview, that's what you want, is get these outs and make Treynor have to work from, with maybe 2 outs to see if they can scratch a run and get this to the 7th.
Top of the order due up for Treynor, Charlie Schrage, who is popped out, drawn a walk, and grounded out today. First pitch, Schrage takes it outside part of the zone for a strike. Connor Jacobson, the third pitcher of the day for Ridgeview. Here's the 0-1. Schrage, ground ball, first base side to Worthen. He picks it up, steps on the bag, and just like that, there's 2 gone.
Well, Jacobson has done a nice job coming in, throwing lots of strikes, getting a little movement on that fastball, a little bit more zip than Barry had. And like that, now Treynor down to 4 outs left here in this game, Trev.
Here's Holden Minahan up to the plate. He's reached on a walk, flown out a couple times today. That one is low and away, and the count goes to 1-0. Treynor 15-8 on the year. You know they'd love another shot at their old Western Iowa Conference friend, but they got to get there first. I guess Underwood has to get there first as well. Here's the pitch outside, and the count goes to 2-0. So 2-0 to Holden Minahan. Minahan lays off that one, and the count goes to 3-0.
Right now, if you're Jacobson, the pitcher right now, you do not want to walk and allow this inning to continue, especially with 2 outs.
Here's the 3-0. Minahan sits on that one, and it's a strike. Much-needed strike from Jacobson. 3 balls, 1 strike. 4-2 Ridgeview. That is a swinging strike to fill the count up at 3-2.
And with a breaking ball right there and just snapped it off. And you mentioned Minahan couldn't catch it. Now he's worked himself back to full count.
Here's the payoff pitch. Trying to get out of this inning is Jacobson. He missed outside.
Good job by Minahan not to chase the ball a little bit out of the zone. I know with 2 strikes, you tend to expand that strike zone. He withheld it, hold it back, and allowed the hitter behind you to come up to the plate.
So Brody Larson, who's got 2 hits and has drawn a walk tonight, comes up to the plate. Somebody, when I talked to Coach Billy Sanders a couple weeks ago, really raved about his potential. And he takes the first pitch inside part of the zone for a strike, and the count's at 0-1.
The Treynor contingent, you'd love to see one get out in the gap, either that or over the fence, and maybe tie this game up.
So the 0-1 on the way. That is pushed into shallow right. Backing up to get it and making the catch is Aiden Murtu, and that is how the inning ends. Treynor strands their 7th runner of the day on, and we go to the 7th. Ridgeview will try to add some insurance runs. Up 4-2 on KMA Video Stream.
Welcome to your exclusive presentation of Treynor Cardinal Athletics on Fuller Digital Solutions. Now, we begin our live coverage and hope you enjoy the broadcast.
Yeah. So they left 9 now today, right?
Vorthman Legacy Land and Cattle sells high-quality, locally raised beef directly to consumers. All their beef is locally sourced, developed on grass, and finished on grain for maximum marbling. Selling beef quarters, halves, and wholes all year round. All beef is processed locally and can be cut up according to individual preferences. At only $3.25 per pound based on hanging weight, plus the cost of processing, it's an economical way to fill your freezer with high-quality farm-fresh beef. Find Vorthman Legacy Land and Cattle on Facebook with the latest news and reviews.
Together, Wall of Fame and Creative Embroidery are your top choice for all of your promotion needs. Whether you need screen printing or embroidery, trophies or signage, Wall of Fame and Creative Embroidery is your locally owned in-house answer. We pride ourselves on giving your business the highest.
Welcome back to Council Bluffs here on the KMA video stream. We go to the 7th inning. Ridgeview up 4-2. Looking to add some insurance runs. Their 9-1 two-hitters coming up. Connor Jacobson, Blake Mertu, and Kinnick Jensen. Ethan Hill trying to go the complete game. First pitch is a swinging strike.
His job right now is to keep this at this 2-run deficit. 3 runs feels like a mountain the way this game's been going so far tonight, Trev.
That one just missed up for a ball. The count goes to 1-1.
If you're Ridgeview, you find a way to scratch a run any way you can. If you get a guy on, get him to second with 1 out and see if you can get that all-important 3-run lead.
1 ball, 1 strike. That's a swinging miss by Jacobson. Jacobson got the scoring going with an RBI hit back in the 5th inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes from Hill to Jacobson. Ground ball stayed fair. Minahan charges it. Throw was hopped, and it was off the glove of Helvey.
Tough bounce. It bounced. Minahan was back even with the bag, and that ball just kind of died. And good hustle by Jacobson, the pitcher now. So he helps his cause. It gets down to 3rd. And the Raptors did what they want to do, get that leadoff guy on. I expect to see some kind of small ball right here, maybe a bunt and run.
So Jacobson gets on. Here's Blake Mertu up to the plate. Ridgeview trying to add to their lead here in the 7th.
Of course, a guy like Mertu, as strong as he is, you'd probably like him to swing away.
Shows bunt, popped it up. It lands. Hill will throw over to Helvey, and there's 1 gone, but he moves the runner.
Yeah, did his job. He did get it in the air. He probably had some trepidation as that ball kind of hung up there, but Hill not able to get it off the mound, and the Ridgeview Raptors execute that well. Sacrifice bunt, gets the runner to second, and give yourself a chance to add to the 2-run lead they have.
So now we go to Kinnick Jensen, 0 for 3 today, up to the plate. Runner at second with 1 gone. Jensen thought about going. He lays off it. It's a called strike regardless. So the count goes to 0-1.
If you're Treynor Cardinals, outfield has to be at a depth where if you get a ball hit you, Trev, you've got to be able to try to throw the runner out the plate.
So the 0-1 coming from Hill to Jensen. Jensen puts one into left. That is back. It was well hit, but it's caught in left. Backing up, Brody Phelps. Oh, he dropped it.
I think he dropped it on the exchange.
Okay. So they're going to say, yeah, you dropped it on the exchange. So the fly out counts.
Jacobson second had to kind of read that as if it was going to go over his head, because it was hit hard enough. And you want to be able to score, but good catch. And he's still in scoring position in second, but nice catch. Ball well hit, but caught.
So Gavin Voss comes up to the plate. 2 gone. He fouls that one out of play.
That's a huge out because now if you can get out of this inning, Trev, just down 2 as Treynor, you still feel like, hey, we do have a chance here.
Treynor's got their 4-5-6 awaiting in the 7th. Here's the 0-1 coming to Voss from Hill. Runner at second. The 0-1 pitch. Did it get the outside corner? It did. The count goes to 0-2. So the 0-2. Hill trying to get out of this inning unscathed. The 0-2 pitch on the way. Ground ball right back to Hill. He'll step off the hill, trot over, underhand toss to Helvey in time. And Ridgeview strands an insurance run on the bases. Buckle up. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Treynor needs 2 runs to keep it going. 3 to win it. Here on the KMA video stream.
Together, Wall of Fame and Creative Embroidery are your top choice for all of your promotion needs. Whether you need screen printing or embroidery, trophies or signage, Wall of Fame and Creative Embroidery is your locally owned in-house answer. We pride ourselves on giving your business the highest quality promotional items with the personal attention you've come to expect. We promise you the best quality for the best price. Wall of Fame and Creative Embroidery, your local answer. 1501 Zenith Drive, Sioux City.
It's tough being a dad. Kids grow up fast. You know when I first started noticing it? When I stopped getting hugs. Hugs mean a lot to a dad. So, with Command IQ, I found a way to get the hugs back. Watch.
Dad, the Wi-Fi is down.
Oh, let me see if I can fix it.
It's back. Thanks, Dad. You're the best.
Ethan Hill, Loic Helvey, Andrew Keller due up for Treynor in this inning. The Cardinals trailing 4-2 in the bottom of the 7th. Is 2A District 16 semifinal. 2 runs keeps it going. 3 runs would walk the Cardinals off a winner and into a district final on Saturday. First pitch from Connor Jacobson to Ethan Hill. Just missed for a ball.
And if you're Jacobson as the Raptors pitcher, your job is throw strikes. You do not want to allow runners on and allow Treynor to kind of get that. That's how they got their runs in the first place. It was all walks, wasn't it? They've not had an RBI tonight.
They've only had 3 hits total. So now a 2-0 count from Jacobson to Hill. Here's the 2-0. That misses, and the count's at 3-0. And if you're Treynor and you get runners on, how aggressive are you if you're Coach Billy Sanders? So 3-0. Coming from Jacobson to Hill. That one missed. It's a 4-pitch walk to put the leadoff batter on the bases.
Sure, the coaches told him to throw strikes, and he did the opposite. But now he's really got to buckle down. I think Coach Sanders has got to play this smart. I mean, you got 2. You can't play for 1. Playing for 1, you would probably be aggressive, but you can need at least 2 to get this game extended.
Loic Helvey, 2 hits and a walk tonight. He takes the first one for a ball. Counts at 1-0. Ethan Hill at first gets a sizable lead. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That misses out.
When Helvey was the one that took one, he crowds the plate pretty good, and he took that one off the handle last time, so he'd love to do that again.
Here's the 2-0 coming from Jacobson to Helvey. That missed. No, it got the outside corner, says Mr. Umpire. The count goes to 2-1.
Oh, I'm sure Jacobson breathed a sigh of relief on that. He did not want to go 3-0 on 2 consecutive hitters.
Here's the 2-1. Helvey fouls it, and it ricocheted off the umpire. The count goes to 2-2, and now that 2-0 called strike looms large.
And it changes that whole at bat because, now.
Big difference between 2-2 and 3-1.
Oh, or even 3-0, because then he's throwing 3-0. He might walk him again. And I'm sure that Coach Mertu is probably down. This is it probably for pitchers tonight. That you don't have too many guys left in the bag to use.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Ground ball right back. They'll get the lead runner out. They try to get the double play. They cannot.
Kind of a mistake right there, I think, by Jacobson. The ball was hit really hard. He had a chance to get the lead runner. But in his mind, he's probably saying, I just want an out. He got it.
So Helvey is out on the 1-3, but Hill goes to second. Andrew Keller up to the plate. 1 away for Treynor in the bottom of the 7th. Still down 4-2. Keller pulls that one into right, tracking it and trying to get to it, but cannot is their right fielder, Aiden Mertu.
It's a lot of foul ground, isn't there? And there's a lot of ways to run. And like I said, outfielders are playing field right there, and there's a long run to get to. And Jacobson's ready to pitch, and the Phillies weren't even set up. He's trying to dial it in.
So the 0-1 coming to Keller. Ethan Hill at second. Treynor down by 2 in the bottom of the 7th. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Keller sits on it, and it's a strike, and the count goes to 0-2.
That time he trusts his mechanics, Trev. He snapped the curveball out, didn't try to overthrow it, and now he's ahead in the count 0-2.
So the 0-2 coming up. That is a liner that lands in the glove of the second baseman. Struck, and there's 2 gone. Good thing Hill didn't have too much of a lead at second. Otherwise, that could have been a double play to end it, but 2 gone. Will Parrott up to the plate, and Treynor down to their final out.
Well, Parrott's job is find a way to get on base. Just extend this and maybe get Phelps to come up with a chance.
Parrott takes the first one, and that's a ball. Count goes to 1-0.
And Ridgeview down 2-1 the 5th, come back with 3 in the 6th, Trev, and Jacobson here trying to close this out and get this win on the road.
Here's the 1-0. That is a strike, and the count goes to 1-1. Treynor's season hanging in the balance. The hands of Ridgeview. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Coming. That is pushed into left. It's caught by the third baseman. It didn't quite get to left. Just got a piece of it. It's caught at third by Murtu, and that's how it ends. 4-2. Ridgeview knocks off Treynor, and the Cardinals' season ends at 15-9. Brian Bertini, your thoughts?
Wow, well-pitched game was 0-0 into the 5th inning, and it just felt like teams got that first couple runs. Ridgeview struck first in the 5th. Treynor got the 2 runs via all the walks and the hit batsmen, but the three runs at the top of the 6th was huge. They got it via some big-time hits. They executed some plays good. We got a bunt. They advanced runners. They got a ground ball on the bases loaded. And it's a good pitching performance. Ridgeview Raptors proved to 16-9, and I tell you what, I'm sure they got the attention of the Underwood group as well. Hinton or Underwood, whoever comes out of this next game.
So Treynor's season ends at 15-9, and Brian Bertini, they're going to look back and all the runners they left on the bases. I think there were 9 total. 10 total. Thank you, Keith. I forgot about the one there in the 7th.
And there was that one, they had that base running blunder, as you mentioned, that really kind of stopped a potential good inning right there, and it just kind of threw them out. They didn't get, and in fact, it was a double play at the end of the inning because the ball in errors like that. And
then you go to the next inning as well. You've got 1 out, runners on 2nd and 3rd, I believe it was, or maybe it was 1st and 3rd. There were 2 runners on, a runner in scoring position, and a pop-up in the infield, an unproductive out, and that really kind of turned that inning around. And props to Ridgeview, man. I mean, they put 3 on in the 6th after kind of a rocky bottom of the 5th.
Well, they made a couple defensive plays early in the game that could have really opened the door for the Treynor Cardinals, Trev. And, they stopped potentially. A couple of them were inning-ending ones that could have been 2-out runs. And, well-pitched game, other than, a couple mishaps by both teams in the middle. But the Ridgeview Raptors come down on the road and get a win. So I guess they're 1-0 against Treynor now all time.
Now they'll wait to see if they face Underwood or Hinton in a district final on Saturday night. That's going to do it for this broadcast. We'll have a story from it later on KMAland.com. We will have coverage of Underwood Hinton in a district semifinal here in just a little bit. You can listen to that KMAland.com. Until then, for KMA Sports and Brian Bertini, I'm Trevor Mader. We'll see you in a little bit here in Council Bluffs.